Hi, friends. Welcome to Enlightened World Network. I'm Dr. Ruth Anderson here for a meditation a day. Our guest meditator today is Erin Copeland. She is with Heart Mind Alchemy, and she has recently been highlighted in Next Level Soul. So please make sure to check out that podcast. Holly, so excited to have you here with us today.
Thank you, Ruth. I love coming on Enlightened World Network. So thanks for having me here.
Absolutely. You may get started whenever you wish.
Okay, great. Well, the theme for today is living in flow. And I just adore this quote from Lao Tzu from the Tao Te Ching, which says, "Those who flow as life flows know they need no other source." And what he's pointing to is that there is this flow of life happening all around us all the time. And if we learn to step into that flow with life, we actually harness all the energy that we need, that we want, that we desire to live effortlessly with grace and ease, which is what it's what I personally aspire to live from, and most of the time, and they're living from there. And it's what I work with my clients, and it's my mission in the world is to help everyone access this place where you can flow as life flows. So, and how then the question becomes, how do we do that? And so the meditations that I guide and will guide today are directing. What I'm really doing is to direct you into a place where there's really an alternate operating system. And we're stepping out of the operating system of the small self or the thinking mind, which interferes with this place of flow. It makes it hard to feel this place where Lao Tzu is talking about, where life flows and you don't need anything else. And that's that small self, that one that's trying so hard, that's interfering with worrying thoughts, judgmental thoughts, critical thoughts, what if thoughts, doubts. All of that comes from this mind that it feels can be, as I often say, like drunken sailors on our sailboat. And to remember that this larger self that we're activating is the knowing captain, who has been, it sometimes feels like hijacked or put in the hold down underneath the ship, and the drunken sailors are having a party on the surface, and the boat is going this way and that. And what we want when we feel in flow, what's happened is we've resurrected that captain. We've brought back the essence of our being, the divine FM, as I've said before, where we've got this knowing captain who can calm the sailors, and who can actually, in a lot of cases, just ignore them and say, no, I know where I'm going, because I'm guided by the winds of divine, and I'm literally have pointed my ship with those winds at my back, and I'm flowing with them. So the meditation I'm going to guide today is intended to help you find that flow where you're not resisting what's happening in life, and where you can feel the winds at your back. You're fully present, and you're literally in this flow of life. All right. So if you'd like to come there with me, I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes and take a few long and slow breaths into your belly. Literally calling yourself back simply into your home. Also begin to notice sensations in your body. So notice the weight of your body in the chair. Maybe you notice tingling or pressure. You might even have pain somewhere. And just allow yourself to notice whatever sensations you feel. And then gently bring your awareness into your heart space. Breathing gently in and out of your heart in long, slow breaths. Feeling the sensations inside your heart. Notice them with a quality of direct knowing. That you don't need to think to feel your heart. You're simply feeling your heart from within. And then expanding that out into sensations around your whole body. So feeling the surface of your skin, of your whole body all at once. And then gently be aware of sensations in the space around your body. And then the space in the whole room that you're in. And all this sensation inside your heart and outside is all happening in awareness. Notice that nothing can happen outside awareness. Awareness is still, it's the unchanging, infinite presence of being. And everything you're aware of, the sensations in your skin and in the room, are movement. So see it not as separate and distinct activity, but simply one thing: movement, aliveness. Arising in the open, still presence of you. Like you are the vast open ocean, and all of this movement is like waves made of ocean. And this dancing aliveness happening in you isn't something that you need to control, but simply allow it to be as it is. By the time you're aware of it, it's already happening. Simply observe, allow, and accept all of this aliveness. Letting go really means letting come and go. Letting this flow of energy move through you like wind moves through the trees. This flow of life is happening within you and all around you, all the time. Notice what arises in you any resistance or pain or sadness. Is there some part of you that is resisting just allowing whatever to be here to be here? The sadness or pain we feel is simply a pointer, a longing for what we already know to be true, that our fundamental well-being is our natural state. It's our call back to that. So simply ask yourself right now, is this fundamental well-being, is this peace I seek, I long for, I desire, is it already here now? And just allow yourself to just lean in a little deeper. If thoughts come up, it can't be, or maybe it's not, or what if? Just see if underneath all of this, all of the thinking mind, you can see this deeper goodness here waiting for you. Like the goodness of a newborn. That we come into this world in love, craving love, wired for love. It's not an accident. It's because the essence of our being is love, is you already. And if it feels far away, let your mind rest back into the still place. And don't touch any of the movement with your mind. Simply let it come and go. Feel deeply into the body. Ask, is the safety I seek here now? In my body? Is the peace and well-being I seek here now in my body? And peace and well-being isn't something we do, it's what we are. Like a tree, or a river, or an ocean, or a flower. Simply the beautiful unfolding and enfolding of life. Aliveness, beauty, love, truth. We aren't separate from this nature. We are this nature. And to step into the flow of life is to simply step into this current of life's river. And simply allow it to carry you down, carry you along. Joyfully, easefully, gracefully. and eventually learning to co-create with this flow, following our heart's calling, following our deepest knowing, as active co-creators in this process, but not from a place of trying or efforting, but from a place of divine grace, and love. Not my will, but thy will be done. And a beautiful way to step into this flow is to simply ask the question, I wonder what will happen next. And just watch what blooms in your own body when you ask that question. The shift, can you feel it? A shift from efforting to graceful curiosity and wonder and awe. And from that place of grace and wonder and awe, I invite you to gently open your eyes, staying present with and connected to that sense of awe. And inviting you to carry that forward into your day with whomever you will meet with next or see next. Maybe you invite them into this space with you. In this way, we pass along and share this current of love passing between us. It's like our gift to ourselves and to the world. This is how I find this is what it means to really be the change in the world we wish to see. We do this for ourselves and we invite others into this space with us. Namaste. I thank you all so much for being here with me. Blessings and love to you for the rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Holly.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, when you said peace and well-being isn't something we do, it's what we are. And I think for our friends that are dealing with health issues right now, or concerns about finances or jobs or anything like that, just remembering that havingness and knowingness that peace and well-being isn't something we do, it's something we are. Any suggestions for folks that are facing a health crisis or a financial crisis in coming back to that place of peace and well-being?
Yeah, I appreciate the question because it can be awfully hard to feel when we're not feeling physically well or there's financial challenges or, right? It can be really, really hard to see. Yeah. I think that coming back to the bringing to mind and coming back to a memory of a time when you felt well, and knowing like when you were a small child, or whenever, like bringing to mind that well-being, and like bringing it into your heart, like this is the real me, this is really who I am. And I think all of us have an anchor somewhere in our lives, some knowingness deep in our hearts that we are all deeply good and loving beings. And that's our true nature. That's the essence of all the like Tibetan teachings I've studied. And it's really the essence of all the mystical traditions, right? That Jesus's message, that we are fundamentally good, we're fundamentally love. And so a memory of that can help bring you back to that place. And then that just anchoring there, that well-being is my birthright. It's mine. We have to claim it, actually. I think we have to, we can get very confused because we can get trapped in a belief that I am not, a belief that says I am not worthy or I am not well. And just like we can create of that belief, we actually have the power of mind to create the opposite belief. So just like you can pick that hammer up and hold it and carry it for a long time, like life is hard is one that I've encountered a lot with clients and myself. Life is hard. I have to work hard. That's actually a belief that we picked up along the way. So set it down and try picking up a different belief. My life is joyful and meant for joy and good, and I am good. And carry that, see the difference when you inhabit that new belief. And it can take some practice and time, right? Because the old beliefs, we've had them for so long that they're very sticky. But, I was working with someone this morning on this, like claiming my birthright is fundamental well-being. I am fundamentally well. And claim that new belief. I am fundamentally well and good. And even just saying it now, like, I don't know what you notice, Ruth, but if I just say that, I am fundamentally well, my whole body relaxes with that statement. So that's a signal, actually. Like the body is, once the body feels safe, then and you bring in the relaxation into the body, then those old, like the thoughts of the scary thoughts, the worried thoughts are actually because we're tight. And so they're in response to a body that is contracted and doesn't feel safe. So if you want to feel safe and well, you start by changing the belief that got you locked into a feeling of being unwell. These feelings of I'm not well, I don't have enough, there isn't enough money for me. Just try bringing in a new belief. I am fundamentally well, all is well. And it takes practice, right? But over time, if you hold the baton of I am fundamentally well and keep bringing it back, the body will relax, and those unwell and unsafe thoughts will gradually, over time, they can't stand and they have no place in the face of love and well-being. So they eventually fall away when we don't hold on to the belief that held them in place. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. I was talking with a dear friend yesterday, and we were separating the spiritual body from the physical body, from the emotional body. And when we just stepped away for those couple of minutes and really focused on the spiritual body and how elevated and open and loving that was, it really elevated the physical body to that place of awe that you were talking about earlier. It just lifted her vibrations to that higher level, which then allows in, oh, my body feels better.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's like the body responds when we hook into the vibrational body of like the spiritual body. And to me, like remembering that we're vibrational beings, and those thoughts are simply a vibration in the field, but we can actually change them. Do you have 3 minutes for a trick I learned from one of my new teachers is Jonathan Goldman up in Oregon. And I was just at a workshop with him, and he's a beautiful healer and teacher of the energetic body. And he taught me this. So I'll teach all of this to you today. So this is from Jonathan Goldman. And what he said is, so place your hands over cup your hands in front of your heart. And then go out the distance of where your fingertips, I'm going to raise up just a little bit so you can see me. Go out the distance of where your fingertips end, and put your hands in prayer position right there. And just tune in to what you feel when you hold your hands there in that spot. And what Jonathan says, he's mapped the energetic body. He had his own download of the energetic body. And what he says is faith, the vibration of faith lives in this spot, not metaphorically, but energetically, for real. And so if you hold your hands in this spot of energetic faith, like, I don't know about you, I can feel like it actually feels like I'm activating faith just simply by bringing my hands to this spot. What do you notice?
I definitely felt that. And I had to laugh, Holly, when you said energetically for real, because that's where we live, that what we're experiencing energetically is for real. That's where the life changes come in.
Right. It's not, we can't necessarily see it with our eyes. Some people can. I don't see it, but I can feel there's an energetic vibration of faith. He says faith. I think he's right. Of faith that actually sits in this spot, and we can activate it with our hands by bringing it to this spot. So maybe that's helpful to somebody watching. If you're feeling like doubt or like you need a boost of faith that everything is well, bring your hands to this spot and see if you can actually feel the shift of activating that faith center.
Oh, thank you, Holly. That's fabulous. So, Holly, if folks want to reach out to you, learn more about what you can do for them individually, classes or sessions, how do they find you?
My website's heartmindalchemy.com. And I do biofield tuning sessions and packages with healing. I do tuning sessions with tuning forks, healing sessions with tuning forks. And I'm also this month offering I have a new masterclass. I'm in the middle of this masterclass. It's 4 weeks, 90 minutes, one session each week of group tuning and meditation and breath work. And I'm mentioning it because I'm going to start another round of 4 starting in February. It's not up yet. It'll be up in about a week. By the end of this weekend, I'll have that on my website. So if you're interested in doing a masterclass with me, it'll be very reasonably priced, and you'll get 4 live sessions of guided healing, breathwork, and meditation. So I'm really excited. The group right now is a beautiful group of people, and I'm really excited to keep offering these live group healings and breathwork sessions this year.
Nice. Heartmindalchemy.com. Friends, that's how you find Holly. Holly, thank you so much for being here today. And friends, thanks for being here at Enlightened World Network. We'll see you tomorrow. There's something every single day of the year here at Enlightened World Network. So take good care. God bless. We'll see you all soon.